Good afternoon, everybody. How you doing? It's EC Radio time. You can follow along on all Disruption Network social media platforms. Much love to the sponsors. If not for the sponsors, this podcast is not possible. I want to thank my sponsors from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much for supporting EC Radio and everything we're doing here around Disruption Network. Big ups to my boy over at EJA Moving Services, Eddie Alsheimer and his crew. They're great people, man. Check them out when you're ready to move and relocate. Hit up Eddie at 315-335-0516, ejamoving.com. There is not a task they can't handle. They'll pretty much move anything. If you got a stuffed elephant, they'll move it for you. If you have a studio, they'll move it for you. If you have somebody going to college, they'll move it for you. They'll even drive your car to wherever it needs to go. They do a car transport service. They're awesome people, very respectable, and nice young men. They say ma'am and sir, and they wear back braces and masks, and they're just polite young men. So give them a call today when you're ready to move and relocate. 315-335-0516. Also, a shout out to my attorney, Dave Longaretta, who's been keeping me out of trouble since the early 90s. Give him a call today at 315-735-6162. Shout out to Utica Coffee. Love Utica Coffee. Today I'm drinking the Brazilian mix. That's why I'm such a motor mouth today. Thank you to Frank and Heather. WakeTheHellUp.com. You can find them online. And big ups to my friends over at the Saranac Brewery who keep me drunk every other day, too. So very hydrated here around the D. That's for damn sure. And it's all because of my sponsors. So thank you to all my sponsors. And I expect all you people to go out there and support our sponsors because that's what it's all about. We got to help local, help supporting local. And that's what we're doing today. And I have guests in the house today. Mike and Nicole are in the house from the Utica Hellcats, the very first women's professional football team coming to the U. I love it. When does the season start? Sign me up right now.
It starts in May this year.
May.
Yep. So about May 4th is our first game.
Yeah, May 4th. Mm-hmm. Cool. Now, is it a big league?
It is. There's 66 teams.
66
nationwide
teams.
Yes.
And wow, you're blowing me away right now, Nicole.
Yep, there's different levels. So there's D1, D2, D3.
Okay.
We're starting off at D3 because it's going to be hard for us to find women who still love to play football. Mm-hmm. And so far we've had a little battle with it, but we got a great squad right now. We can't wait to get out there and show everybody what we got.
There's no way you're playing all 66 teams, though.
No.
No, okay.
No, we have about 8 right now that is on our roster.
Yeah.
And there's 2 more coming through, so we're just waiting on them to get their paperwork approved.
Wow, it's no easy task putting a football team together.
It's not. It's been years in the making, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think just this year with COVID kind of pushed it back a lot further. So our season really starts in April.
Okay.
But because of COVID, we pushed it back to May.
Are there going to be fans in the stands, or?
We're not sure yet. We're still waiting on that. We're hoping so. If not, our games will be live anyway. They'll be televised. So.
Oh, cool.
Yep.
Do you have a contract with a local TV station?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yep.
And which one's that?
It's WKTV.
KTV. Shout out KTV. Steve McMurray is my homeboy. No, that's super cool that you guys got some televised rights going on. And so when do the games air? Is it like a every Sunday thing, every Saturday thing?
I'm actually not sure on all of that just yet.
Okay.
We just reached out to them. They said we'll be there regardless. So.
Now, is this your brainchild? No.
No. I'm just a second hand.
You're just second hand. And Mike, is this your brainchild?
Not exactly.
No.
Yeah. So basically,
our owner, Kenton Marion.
Okay.
It was his brainchild.
Gotcha.
He started off as the head coach of our Utica Nighthawks semi-pro team, and it just blossomed into, I want a community-based organization. So he turned to Nikki, who had a lot of ideas, and the Utica Nighthawks, the Utica Hellcats, are bookending a very prosperous Utica Sports Alliance.
That's amazing.
with 21 teams outside of our 2 teams,
Incredible.
youth and adults.
Where are you playing the home games?
So right now we're working on with the city of Utica to get the new Culver Ave
Yeah.
field over there. There is
Beautiful.
some stipulations with it, which is very understandable. It's supposed to be with the youth.
Mm-hmm.
And with our team, it's all community based. So our halftime shows will be like some of the dances, some of the dance groups, ROTC. We'll have the kids doing the 50-50 raffles, helping in the concession stands, all of that.
Cool.
So, yeah.
This is
So it
super
works.
exciting.
It really is exciting.
Do we expect you to strap on the pads?
You already know.
Yeah, you're
You
going
already
in?
know.
What position you playing?
I'm a lineman. I am a kicker and a punter
Line
as well.
woman.
Well, yeah. No, we're linemen.
Oh, lineman. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We're ready. We're ready to hit.
She thinks.
I think.
We already have other ideas where we're going to put her to. So
They keep moving me. I want to know all of it.
Yeah.
It's been years since I played, so I'm just super excited. Put me wherever I got to go and coach.
You're ready to throw someone down, huh?
Absolutely. I just want to hit them hard and watch them fly. Like, yeah, I did that.
I want to see you do it.
And then I want to help them up.
I'm going to be in the stands with it signed for you, Nick.
Nice. Nice.
Cheering you on. Mike, are you coaching? Is that one of your roles too?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you're wearing many hats with this organization, huh?
When
We all are pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah.
When it was presented to me, I said I will put on whatever hat I need to put on. And right now, I guess it's the role of vice president. Later today, it'll be the role of assistant coach, and I will do whatever needs to be done to make sure every team is a success.
Absolutely.
And I'm proud to call myself a member of this organization and to be part of history. The ladies that have come out and joined this team are one step away from showing this area that women can play this game at a high level.
That's a fact.
I'm going to probably get in trouble for saying this, but a long time ago, someone once said, I would like to play football and I want to play with the guys. And I'm like, at this particular time, I don't think that's the right thing. But if an offer presented itself to have a women's team, I would love to coach it. And now I have that opportunity. And some of these ladies, I think, are going to just show the world that women can put on a pair of helmets and shoulder pads, and they're going to make some noise.
A lot of good talent on the roster.
Absolutely.
The Hellcats are
Yeah.
going to raise hell.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Who came up with the name?
We actually had a community social media post.
Okay.
So everybody was judging on what names that they wanted, and that was the majority rule.
It's fitting.
Yep.
Yeah.
About 3 weeks long, and yep.
Then did somebody do the logo for you as well, or?
Yep. So Ken had someone do the logo, but A&P Master Imaging is the one who immediately did these for us.
They look great.
Like in the drop of a dime. Like when I tell you less than 24 hours.
Yeah. Good
They
people
were amazing.
over there.
Oh, I love Howard. I've known Howard since I was little. He's just an amazing man.
This is exciting, though. This is super exciting to bring women. So, how many games will there be in the season?
Well, right now there will probably be 8 our first
8?
season.
Okay.
Once we climb up the ladder a little bit more, which is based on sponsorship. So the more money we have, the bigger roster we have, the more opportunity we have to be D1. And then it'll be a lot of traveling, catching flights and stuff. So that's our end goal right now. Just showing basically our community, not only the girls, but everyone that dreams are possible, no matter what age you are.
Mike, give a shout out to some of the ladies that are on the rise. Some of the ones that are just blowing your heads off right now as far as talent goes.
Right now, our QB1,
Yeah.
Tanya, she has an innate ability right now, with and without pads, I think, to navigate a field. I tell her all the time that she's got to relax, stay poised. She's going to see down the field before she knows it. She's overly concerned about our offense, but our offensive coordinator has a system in place that is going to work. We have 3 or 4 running backs in Jen and Cassie and Carissa. We're going to use Helen as a tight end. We're going to put Nikki out as a tight end. We don't have a true number 1 type wide receiver, but in the offensive scheme we're going to use, we have a young lady named Rachel who's played rugby, who can do a lot, and we're just going to move her in certain positions to open everything else up. It's going to be a different type of offense that you'll have not really seen. Our line, we have young ladies such as Mara and Manda, and Allie's going to be a hybrid type of player for us, whether it's on defense or offense in the backfield. But Manda and Mara are going to bring, and Vanessa, they're going to bring a level of intensity to the offense and defensive lines.
Oh, Jen,
That-
too.
I forgot Jen?
You
I'm
can't
sorry,
forget
Jen.
Jen.
What
She's
the
a beast.
heck, Mike?
She's a beast.
Can't forget Jen.
Because we've flipped her 4 or 5 times already, and we're just trying to find the right.
The crazy thing is we all want to play every position.
Yeah,
we
and
want to play offense and defense, and we are. So we're being trained in every position right now.
And that's great.
And right now, with the
That's the way
way
it should be.
the way the numbers are, we're getting ins and outs and things like that. A lot of the ladies are going to play both ways, which they want to do. But we're still here. We're not full up yet. So if there are ladies out there that think they can do this, we're going to find a place for you. If it's not going to be right on the starting offensive line or I should say the starting offense or starting defense, we have special teams. You can go out there on a kickoff team, hit somebody, knock the ball loose, pick it up and score, we're going to find a place for you.
Heck yeah.
So, I mean, our roster's not complete yet.
Right.
We're still looking for people.
Still recruiting.
So with that being said,
I still
tonight, Tuesday,
Good segue.
Thursday, and Saturday. Right, thanks for the opening, guys. Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, 6 to 8 at the Fitness Mill. We'll be holding tryouts. And that's another thing. We did pair up with the Fitness Mill just recently. I don't know if you've seen our press release.
I did. Shout out
Very
to Alex. He's a
exciting.
great man.
Amazing.
Yep.
He's an amazing man. And the trainers there have been so great to our girls.
Yep.
Some of the trainers are our board members. So, yeah, it's like a whole big family. We wanted, and the reason why we chose the Fitness Mill is because it was community-based. Alex has been doing things for years. His trainers has been doing things for years for our community, and they're just getting bigger. And we wanted to be a part of that, and they wanted to be a part of what we were doing, too. So it was a perfect fit.
It is a perfect fit. How many people can you have on the roster? Is there a roster cap, or can you just have as many girls on as possible?
Well, originally we were trying to do at least 25. We're at 14 right now.
Okay.
And then we have another 4 girls coming tonight to try out. But whoever is interested, have them come.
Yeah.
The more, the better. How many do you guys have on the men's team?
From what I understand right now, we had our first men's meeting. Wow, we
Yeah,
had practice.
crazy.
And there was about 25 guys. That's not counting the 10 to 15 that couldn't show up. We have a lot of guys that come from Syracuse area. We have a lot that have been right here in Utica. In my eyes, some of the local talent that we had here, they were missed out. I mean, they should have got to look somewhere.
Second chance.
But we're here, and they're all-stars. We've got guys that have played at a high level, have been considered all-stars. Some went Division III and were All-Americans. We have about 30 guys. I want to say we can have up to a 53-man roster, just like an NFL roster. But as you know, people sign up all the time but don't show up.
Right.
And that's what Nikki had first told me, that there was at least over 40 girls that had signed up or showed interest.
Yep.
So if you were one of those ladies that signed up to show interest,
You still got a chance.
there's a spot. I mean, I don't like to call them a tryout anymore. These are now practices. We're instituting a game plan. We're instituting how to make things happen. So if a tryout worried you, now it's practice. Come in, show what you can do. If you don't
be
think you can
trained.
handle it, you don't have to come back. It's okay. But if you have the love for it and you want to try to do something, we could try to move you into learning the ropes of a coach.
It's your chance of
And-
making Utica history. Come on out. Take a chance.
I love it.
We'll keep you on the sidelines. We'll show you what we're going to do. And in the grand scheme of things, it's a way to say, this is your team now, and we'll take a step back and do this and let you ladies coach the ladies. And we'll go back to coaching the guys if that's the right way to say it. But in the beginning, that's what we wanted to do. Just put it together and let somebody else take the reins, another lady to say, okay, no, I know how to coach. Because if you just watched the Super Bowl, there was 3 or 4 women that were just won a Super Bowl ring,
And referee.
God bless them.
Yeah.
Because
It's amazing.
They
Now's
showed
our
it.
time.
And one of the things, they had an interview with Coach Bruce Arians, and he even said it. He goes, I don't care if you're black, white, red, pink, blue, green, male, female. If you can coach, somebody's going to listen to you. And it's true.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Are the girls coming from far and wide to play on this team, or are they predominantly from the Utica area?
Most of them are from Utica area.
Yeah.
There is some out toward like Morrisville and Lowville too. But for the most part, they're right from here.
Really? Before this, like, where were these girls playing?
They were playing rugby, softball,
Okay.
Stuff like that.
But
they've
not in
been
an organized football league?
No.
No.
Well, I mean, when they were younger, a lot of them stated that.
Our quarterback, Tanya, said that she played in middle school, but after that, she found other stuff. And when she heard about it, she was all about it. And
Yeah,
a
I
lot
think
of
she
the
was
ladies,
our first person to like, oh, I'm coming, I'll be there.
a lot of the ladies that have played rugby, they're just waiting to hit somebody. And I said, that's going to come. There are pieces to this. It's this to this to this. You guys are used to just going out there and hitting somebody. Well, we got to teach you how to do that, because otherwise you can break your neck.
And we got some of the best coaches, so we have learned a lot. Me, I've played football with the guys years ago. I've helped coach my youngest son, but actually doing it myself, if it wasn't for Coach Mike, Romel, Jordan, Coach Ken, I wouldn't know what the heck to do.
I'm well versed in women's rugby. I was the sponsor when I owned the electric company of the women's rugby team. And let me tell you, a lot of those girls are strong and they love to hit, like you said. And then it's a drink up afterwards. They like to get together and just get drunk
Same with
afterwards.
softball.
I was like, I love this team. They were so much fun to hang out with. It was the women's rugby team.
And the level of maturity that happened over the course of these few months to understand not just the X's and O's of the game, but the other aspects to it. You just can't go out and play. There's a system to it, and now they're finally understanding step 1 to now step 12 that we're on. That okay, now it's all open. Yes, and they're seeing the whole big picture of not just watching the TV, not just seeing a piece of paper play. Now you're watching as you're doing it yourself, and we have videotaped, cell phone cameras just to try to do what we can with the little bit that we have. We've posted practices, and we're showing other film. They're checking out YouTube and things of that nature, but they're watching themselves too, and they're saying, "Oh, I made that mistake when I should have did this. I should have went this way first." And that's all we wanted. It's practice. It's to show you. You're not just going to go out and understand it right away.
Mm-hmm.
Where these ladies that are coming from rugby, they understand a little bit about football.
Yeah.
This ball is a little bit smaller. We've been using an actual NFL football that we had. I have college level footballs that my father used to coach at Utica College, so I have some of his old footballs. We're using those. Our actual football, game football that is sent to us is supposed to arrive very soon. That's the way they can get used to it. But I told him, I go, if you can catch an NFL football, you're going to be able to catch the football you're going to play with all the time. And they're throwing it. And when I tell you it's on a rope, they're holding it the way they need to. They're tucking it away. They're trying to run down the field. So now you're trying to institute little things like if you just hold it like this and pull it back, you're going to get an extra yard because all the ball has to do is break a plane and you're going to be there. And they're understanding it.
But the fundamentals are down.
Yeah, we're able to visualize everything on our own now. So it's like I said, we got some great coaches.
Yeah.
And they're very patient with us. They stop and they'll answer all the questions we have, and we're female, so we ask a lot of questions.
Are you practicing every day?
3 days a week.
3 days a week?
Mhm. And then they hit up the gym on those off days as well, or sometimes double duty.
There's a few girls that have come from the gym to practice, and you could tell.
Yeah.
And it's like you shouldn't have gone heavy. I told you not to.
Right.
Yeah, right.
It's preseason, and
You're going to be rubber.
Yeah, I don't need you putting 400 pounds on your back to strengthen your legs. I need those. Just put 200 on there.
Yeah, so our trainer's been working us and showing us what we should do in each position that we're into, so it's been working.
Nice. What kind of unique, different kind of events are you going to incorporate with some of your football games?
So a lot of community events, a
Yeah.
lot of community cleanups. We're going to be working on some scholarship programs for community members who are actually doing their part to help and make a difference in our area. Anything to get Utica back on the maps in a positive way. Everybody would be excited to be a Utican. Born and raised here, I'm definitely excited. I don't want to go anywhere else. I just want to fix what we got going on now.
Copy
and
that.
make it better.
Great answer. Yeah, well, let's get some of the local musicians involved too. So
Absolutely.
give me a shout when that gets going. Did you guys watch the Super Bowl on Sunday? Obviously, being football fans, what'd you
absolutely.
think?
Yeah, I was just watching all the plays. So now my mindset is different. Before I would just go for the food and beer.
You're taking X's
and now I'm
and O's.
actually, I'm taking notes and stuff. I'm like, oh, he messed up right there. He was offsides, stuff like that. I'm like, oh, I could have took the ball right there, And that's, I think, all of our mindset. All of us were talking about it afterward. Like we're saying, oh, did you see that throughout the whole game on one of our Snapchats? So. Yeah, it's a totally different mindset now. That we actually know what we're looking at.
We scheduled this podcast pretty perfectly, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right after the Super Bowl. Mike, what'd you think of the Super Bowl?
Different levels of it. Looking at it from a football fan aspect, you could see where other people were upset and how boring people thought it was.
Yeah.
From my vantage point, you could see how the penalties took people out of the game, how it made everything go. And a lot of people have known me for a few years that I respect Tom Brady. I will never say anything that he's awful, he's the worst person ever, but there's something to be said for a guy who went out and won 7 rings.
Absolutely.
I personally still love Peyton Manning a little bit more. I will always love Eli Manning as a Giants fan.
Me too, brother. Cheers to the Giants.
Because he won 2 rings. He beat Tom Brady both times. But everybody's like, well, you got to call him the greatest of all time. You got to call Tom the GOAT.
He's earned it.
I respect Tom Brady, but I don't think I could ever see myself calling him the GOAT.
No?
Because Eli beat him head up twice, and I will always have a little bit more respect for Peyton, because when you look at the whole ball of wax, people always say it. There's a reason why Peyton went number 1 overall, and there's a reason why Tom went 199. And in my opinion, somebody missed the boat. Somebody clearly did not.
198 teams missed the boat. 198 picks.
Yeah, somebody clearly missed out on what he could really bring.
Yeah.
But there's something to be said for a guy that's still in this league at pick 199, and you're never going to find
at his age.
And you're never going to find another
And he's
draft
still winning
pick
Super Bowls.
this late that's going to do that.
What a story, though, right? To leave New England like he did and break up with Belichick, and then to go over to Tampa and win a Super Bowl with a brand new team. But they're stacked, though. That whole team is stacked. Brady's not going to that team if it wasn't stacked.
He picked the greatest opportunity to make a huge name. And I was the first person to say I was surprised that they even got to the playoffs. But once they got in, his name is Tom Brady for a reason. He got to the playoffs. There was a way he just plays better with the pressure. And again, you're never going to find a late round pick that's going to sustain that amount of torture and, I guess, the chip on his shoulder the way he plays, because most picks 199, you're lucky if you get out of training camp. He's lasted 20 some odd years.
Insane.
10 Super Bowls, 7 rings.
Right. He's got more Super Bowl rings than some of these franchises, than all the franchises.
He literally has more rings than the Patriots, than the Steelers, because the Steelers had 6. The Patriots have 6 because of him. Now he clearly sits atop
the football Mount Rushmore. He is definitely the football Mount Rushmore. Who would be on your football Mount Rushmore?
Oh, jeez.
So we'll go Mike
guys?
first, and then you think of it. And then you.
I got to pick 4 guys.
4 guys in your football Mount Rushmore.
Mine would have to be Peyton Manning.
Peyton Manning?
He's been my A1.
You could put a monument up for, I mean, it's 4 different ones, because if I had an offensive and a defensive one, you have to say Peyton, Tom, Ray Lewis, and LT. But then again, there's other guys that are on there too. I mean, it's interchangeable. And I would have to say I can't pick 4 guys. But if I had to, those 4 guys epitomize offense and defense.
How about you, Nikki?
Same. I'm with him on that.
I'd have to go Lawrence Taylor, Walter Payton, Jerry Rice, and then you got to go Tom Brady.
See, and you forget about it too, because I mean, you have to think Jerry Rice. I mean,
he's got every record in the NFL.
And you look right now, Megatron just got elected, Charles Woodson just got elected, and those guys redefined the wide receiver and cornerback position. So I mean, how do you not fit them on a Mount Rushmore? But again, you can only pick 4 guys.
Right.
This game had so many levels of different people. I mean, Michael Strahan.
Yeah. Facts.
I mean, you can't.
And he's hot. I love him.
Yeah, do you?
Yeah, shout out to him. You can give him my number after this.
If I had it, I would. I wish I had Michael Strahan's number.
Just an amazing guy.
Yeah, for sure. Does a lot of great things. He's
Yes.
a great human being.
That's why, not because of football, but because of all he does.
No, he really parlayed his career right after football and just became this mega star even after football.
Yep.
Amazing.
Changing the world.
That first New England Patriots Super Bowl, though, the Giants New England Super Bowl, oh my God, I can relive that moment over and over and over and over again in my head. It was incredible.
There's something to be said to sit back and go 18-1. And everybody says it all the time. The 1972 Dolphins were the biggest Giants fans ever that day. They might have been, but they believed that they could do it. And one of the main reasons why I thought the way I thought that whole game was the way they played Week 17 if they met again, the Giants could win.
Yeah.
And from a gambling aspect, when you look at it, I told everybody, take the Giants with the points because they're never going to cover. And to win the game outright, somebody got rich.
And not just once, but twice. And the second one was sweet, too. But the first one was just epic.
Because it was epic. Manning to Tyree and the helmet catch to go down and to find Palaxico on the fade route that worked all year long.
All year long. That was their go-to route all year long. Indeed. Would you guys be interested in maybe doing another women's sports league, too, besides football? Like maybe...
I'm working on a basketball league right now.
Really?
Yeah, through Syracuse.
Excellent.
And a men's pro basketball team, too.
Okay. Right. Yeah, that's something we need around here in Utica, huh?
Absolutely.
Because there's such a big basketball community in the area, and not to have a team to actual follow. You know, of course we got Syracuse, and we all love our Syracuse Orangemen. But something here in Utica would be awesome.
Yeah, we're working on hockey teams. We're working on soccer teams, softball teams, baseball teams, kickball, you name it.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're trying to be well-rounded, keep everybody busy.
Nice. Pro kickball. That would be something.
I just actually played full what do you call it, snowball, in a tournament out in Syracuse with a couple of our players, and amazing. I don't know why I have never signed up to do it before. But I was so sore. Running in that snow that was at least 4 inches to 5 to 6 inches, depending, trying to find that ball in the white snow. That was the fun part.
I bet.
But it was so much fun.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
But that's the reason why you got to use the red rubber ball.
Right.
We had the green.
And they sting better. Mike, you know who is one of the best kickball players in the area right now? You're never going to believe this when I say his name.
Okay.
Rich Masucci.
Get right out of town.
I swear to you.
I got to call him.
Rich Masucci has a lead right foot.
I have to talk.
I'm not kidding you. We had a 420. We called it the 420 kickball game a couple years back, and we culminated it with a video shoot. And Masucci was just kicking the ball over, and we played at Proctor Park, the big field, big softball field.
Yep.
And Masucci was pounding the ball all day, but he would never get past second base. He was like, I'm good here. I'm good here.
Placement runner.
But yeah, he was kicking the ball so far. It was going to the fence, and that's a shot. That's like 300 feet.
Yep.
That's a good shot. And they kick the ball like that. But when he would get to second, he'd be like, I can't go no more. He'd be out of breath. Hysterical. But it was so mind-blowing that Masucci can kick the shit out of a ball. We were just like, wow, where did you come from?
I'm going to have to talk to him. Maybe we can set up but maybe that can be another fundraiser. We'll have a charity kickball tournament and try to get as many teams as we can to support us.
Yeah.
And do that. But I haven't seen Rich, since COVID started with, over a year. I was on his podcast when it first started out in his garage bar.
Yeah.
To come in here with 3 and Out. I love to do that with him. He was very gracious to have me on. I hope he invites me back again to be on his 3 and Out podcast. But between Rich and Moss, I love them.
Me too.
They're the greatest 2 people I ever met. To invite me into their home the way they did and their podcast, I can't say nothing but good things about them.
Indeed.
I look forward to getting back and putting the headset on and talking shop with him here.
Yeah,
again
he didn't do it this
happens.
year, but hopefully he comes back next year and get that up and rolling. Well, maybe you should do a competition where you could see whoever kicks the ball the furthest, kind of like a home run derby type of thing. And I think Masucci would beat everybody.
Nice. He's on our list.
It was one of
So
those things that when we left our last practice, I was told to start writing down ideas because someone doesn't have all the ideas.
I have all the ideas, but I want other ideas.
Yeah.
Because honestly, listening to my team, too, they had an abundance of stuff, too. So I'm open for everything.
We have to thank you for a kickball home run derby.
Yeah, there you go. Kickball home run derby. I love it.
That.
Somebody from the Hellcats is checking in right now and says, guys, I do run a kickball league. Don't forget, and would love to coordinate a charity game.
Was that Jen?
It's just from the Hellcats. I don't know who's behind it.
That's probably Jen.
Yeah. So that's cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So I know there's a kickball league going on around here. I think Wednesdays or something. Well, yeah, let's do it. I just want to throw a ball at somebody.
Yeah.
And a kickball, meaning.
Hey, maybe if we get a small gym together, we can have a dodgeball tournament too.
Uh-huh. And it is Jen. She's saying yes, it's Jen.
Yeah.
And we totally love hosting a tournament. So maybe we get together and do a charity kickball game.
Yeah, we want to team up with the Kelberman Center and do like a flag football team with them to raise money for them. There's quite a bit we have going on. We'll probably do like an annual ball each year to raise money and then give a portion of it to an organization, a youth organization, or any organization in need.
So with the Hellcats, you're still looking for recruitment? Are you looking for volunteers? Is there a way you can like donate money or like let's talk a little bit about that?
We do have sponsorship packages available. We're working on that right now. So I mean, we'll definitely send that over to you so you can post it if you want to do it as well.
Awesome.
Yep, and there's different levels. And we've had quite a bit. Quite a bit of feedback right now. We know a lot of small businesses right now are struggling, but they're doing everything they can to support us, whether it be just sharing our information or saying that, they're going to, help donate stuff or whatever for any event that we have. So we really appreciate it.
Tanya's saying she's on her way. How could people get a hold of you if they're looking to maybe sponsor or maybe join the team or however?
Absolutely. So we're also working on a website right now. So all of our events and schedules and everything will be on that. Also will be on our Facebook page. You can find us at Utica Hellcats. And we have an Instagram page as well.
Okay. Awesome. Very good.
And my number is always on all the flyers. You can always hit me up on Facebook, even if it's not on the page. So,
cool.
Or Mike or Romel or anybody can.
Right on. So tonight you said you have a tryout, right? You said is that tonight?
It's technically our practice, but we open it up for tryouts too.
Take me through your tryout. What do you put them through?
Right now, to me the tryout is over. So practice consists of trying to get there as early as you possibly can before 6 o'clock. So I try to get there anywhere between 5:30, 5:45. The girls want to get ready. They go through their own stretching. They want to stretch together as a team, and that's where the captains usually take over. The loud ones, they want to get it together, and it's usually our quarterback. She leads the stretches. She does all this. They get together. But during the stretching, like everything else, they tend to joke around. So you let things slide. The guys do it too. And
usually the guys starting it. Don't even let them say that. We're so serious. It's over them over there. We got to tell them to focus. Yeah.
But they get it done, and it's usually 10, 15, 20 minutes. We try to get anywhere between 6:05. We let them know what's going to happen, what they want to focus on first. But we've been focusing a lot on offensive playbooks, our offensive scheme, and we start to run plays. We try to give a look the best we can. Maybe 45 minutes, get them some water, let them relax a little bit, get it through, and then we break down defense. We try to put them in the right positions that we think, and we're going to go over basic terminologies, where you're supposed to be, what to look for, how to react, move, this, that, and before you know it, it is the end of the practice, and we try to get you to run. We try to get all that.
They really beat us up.
Yeah.
He's making it sound so innocent because they're only on the
sidelines. You got to gas them up, right?
Barking orders. But when we leave there, we're drenched. We're drenched.
But
it's so much
it's
fun.
the simple fact that we try to incorporate how we think a play's going to go. And last Saturday, we were in a gym, so we had at least a basketball court to use. So we went from the baseline to the foul line to the half-court line to the opposite foul line and finished up. And it was constant movement, keeping your feet chopping all the way through. And we tried to run an equivalent to 4 quarters, but we did it in such a way where it's not really all, a 15-minute quarter. It was trying to get them through a couple of plays, a series. A normal series could be 7 to 10 plays. So that's what we try to do to adequate a 4-quarter game, but we didn't really run 40 plays. We just tried to do all that, and they were ready to go again, but it's, we were getting kicked out of the gym.
Sometimes we don't want to leave.
Yeah.
And thank goodness to Mr. Scalise and Utica Center for Development for allowing us to use the gym for our tryouts and practice as well.
Some of your girls are checking in right now. Cassie's excited for practice tonight.
Hey, guys.
And then Carissa.
Yep.
So did you guys do some dancing?
Yeah.
She does dance.
No, she dances all day long, but she takes it very seriously.
She is going to be, in my eyes, along with everybody else. I can't just say that. But she's going to be a problem with the ball in her hands.
Yeah.
When you get her in space, she is another rugby girl. Get her in space, Cassie's going to be a lead blocker for her, or Allie's going to be a lead blocker for her, or this one coming out of the backfield too. But Cassie's a problem I am going to say it right now.
She's our little tank.
She's a tank.
Tough.
She reminds me of Mike Allstott. It's been said before, and now the world can know.
Uh-huh.
She gets that helmet and shoulder pads on, and we teach her how to lower her shoulder the right way. No one's taking her down. And you get Cassie in open space, Carissa in open space, she's going to find green grass and opportunity.
There is a question out there, and we did mention this earlier, but we'll bring it up again. Is there a name for the league?
Yes, it's a Women's Football Alliance.
So the Women's Football Alliance. And then you're not really 100% sure on where the games are going to be, but hopefully at Proctor Park.
Yes, those will be our home games there.
Okay, yeah.
Yep.
We had a late question.
Yep.
So
like Nikki said,
we're just working on it with the state and the city just to open them up and to make sure that we fit their guidelines
Gotcha.
for the games. But
if not, there's so many different facilities you can use, too. I feel like you kind of have a pick of the litter, right?
Right. Well, we just wanted that, too, because that's essential. We could have kids walk over from, Cornhill,
right,
come see the games, come participate in the games, not having to worry about a bus or anything. It's right there. It was just a little more access to the community that we wanted.
And you're utilizing that brand new field, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Have they even used it yet?
No, they haven't.
They haven't. So
Nope.
You might be the first. Break that thing right in, Mike.
Well, we're working with the mayor right now and Sunny on our proposal in regards to that and the permit as well.
Yeah.
Just hoping to cross the T's and dot the I's with the help of the city, who, like Nikki said, we love being here. I was born and raised here.
Yep.
My father was a coach at Proctor for many years. He coached at Utica College for many years. He coached Nikki in softball. He's had a hand in this community his entire life before he passed. And I'm blessed to be a part of it and be around family.
That's awesome. I'm excited.
We're one big family.
That's
it's
cool.
Crazy. Yeah.
And Cassie's saying you better watch out.
We're waiting, Cassie.
Better watch out.
We're waiting, Cassie. We'll see what you got tonight. Bring it.
This is awesome. I can't wait. Is there a set date yet, or no? It's still kind of up in the air because of COVID for when you guys are going to start the season.
Well, right now they're telling us it was May 4th.
May 4th. Okay.
Right.
May the 4th be with you.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. Star Wars Day.
Has to be.
Yeah.
It's the only way.
Cool. Well, keep me in the loop too, so we go out. I
Absolutely.
definitely am going to go out and support this, and I can't wait.
Send
I'm
your
excited.
sponsors our way too. We can
Yeah,
use
for
them.
sure. Remember when you were a kid and you were playing organized sports and your parents would put the pennies inside the jug and shake it? I'm going to be that supportive guy in the stands for you ladies.
We welcome it.
Yeah.
Honestly, the community has been amazing to us. The feedback we get, even from the men, the football community, they're like, we're going to be your biggest fans. We're going to be out there. When's the first game? When can we get season tickets? Everything.
Good.
So it's been great. We're so excited.
Yeah, cool. Well, good luck.
Thank you so much.
Please use this platform too when you guys
Always.
get ready to roll. And the Hellcats, it's so cool. Again, what's the website and Instagram, and how can people find you?
Utica Hellcats.
Utica Hellcats.
That's it.
That's simple and easy.
The website right now is under production.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. And how many times a day do people tell you look like Artie Lang?
Not many. I usually get told they look exactly like my father or like my uncle.
That too.
Nobody tells you look like Artie Lang?
Never heard that. This was the first person.
Come on.
Nope.
You look like Artie Lang before he messed his nose up and stuff.
Now Rich, I bet's going to run with that.
Oh, no.
And I mean it with love, though, Mike.
Oh, I appreciate
I love Artie Lang. I love his podcast. His podcast is killing right now. But it's good stuff. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
so
Best
much
of
for
luck.
having us.
This is great. I'm super excited. Go Utica. Go Hellcats. It's good a lot of good team spirit going on in the city. It started with the Comets
Absolutely.
back when the Comets got here, and that started to snowball a little bit. And then Aaron Hamlin winning the bronze medal and the luge back in a couple of years back and whatever. And so it's such
We're
a
there.
great sports community, man. And this happening is it's phenomenal. So.
Yep.
Can't wait. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Big ups to my sponsors, EJA Moving Services, attorney Dave Longaretta, Utica Coffee, and the Saranac Brewery. Tomorrow, my old friend Heather Beebe is going to be in the house. Haven't seen her in a little bit. Well, she had a baby, and so maybe we're going to talk about relaunching her podcast. So that's coming up tomorrow. I'm looking forward to catching up with my friend Heather. Thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff on social media, the Disruption Network, and I'll see you tomorrow.